Yo, hey, what's up, below? It's Zeno here, as usual. You know how it is. And you know what it is today. So it's gonna be something kind of different than usual. It's gonna be Eastern standings predictions. It's full court episode 6, and I actually before we even get started, I just want to know how you guys feeling today. If you ever want to say, if you do want to say something, just say in the chat. I want to hear. Oh, and I just realized our thumbnail has it as number 5 when it's number 6. Jesus. Anyways, okay, so we're doing episode 6 on Eastern Standings predictions. And no, don't worry, don't worry. The 76ers aren't number one as much as I really wish, I beg, I hope. As a Sixers fan, as you can see, me be having Paul Reed as my bias kind of obvious. Um I do have to say this, it's kind of obvious who do you think is gonna be number one um in the regular season. Actually, I'm not sure it will be obvious actually. So give me 1 second as I'm getting into this and trying to segue into what's actually gonna be number one for us, which is to me specifically is going to be actually the Celtics. Now, the reason why I think it's the Celtics, and let me actually transition myself also into what I'm sharing screens with you. 1 second. Um, share. Yep. As you can see, um, first one I'm actually going to touch is where is it? The Celtics. So, actually, let's talk about the standings first, and then we can bring up the next one. 1 second. Okay, so the standings are here. Wait, did I press it up? Yeah, I did. Okay, so the standings first. I actually think is gonna be the Celtics, and the reason why, right? The Celtics, although when you look at the situation right now, Boston Celtics. Yeah, so they've lost a lot of they've lost certain depth pieces because they have traded away Marcus Smart. Um, they traded away Marcus Smart. They've traded away. I think they got rid of. Yeah, they got rid of also Rob Will. But although those two are kind of, quite important to their team, you do also need to remember that they also picked up Christos Porzingis, who also the only issue with me saying that they're going to be number one seeds is due to health. And I'm like sitting down and realizing it, like, Jesus Christ, they do have a lot of issues when it comes to health. Because really look down, you have Kristaps Porzingis, who does have injury issues. Al Horford, who has injury, I'm not really injury issues, but he's getting there up there in age. He's what age is he right now? He is 37 years old at this point in time. So, he's getting up there with age. Um, and then they have who else was there? I'm trying to remember. Huh. Jalen Brown also sometimes does miss like not significant amount of like not like 60. He's not here only for 60 games, but he's like slowly and surely people are not understanding or realizing is like for the past 3 years he's played 58 games. Of course this was the 71 season, 72 game season, so 58 is different, but then he played 66 and 67, so he's almost certain to miss like it's not a significant but a noticeable amount of games. So they're going to be missing out on certain games, which might cost them the number one seed. But I still think with how good their defense is still going to be outside of rim protection, and then also the fact that they just have consistent scorers pretty much littered on this team with Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis. Also, when they put him on the block, although I have some reservations on how they're gonna actually use Kristaps Porzingis because maybe they may use him like a 3 and D 4, which you're just underutilizing him and essentially causing him to be essentially like a like what they did to him in the Mavericks. Um in Dallas is what I meant to say. But hopefully they don't do that to him. Um Yo, what's good? 1 second. Um That's not that's not much compared to how much games other key players miss. That is true. I do agree with that, but I'm just a little bit afraid because they don't have the depth that they used to, right? That's one of their biggest things last season is that okay, maybe those players might miss some games, but hey, they're gonna have Malcolm Brogdon to come into the starting lineup if for example Marcus Smart had gotten injured, or oh, they have another guard that they can play if what's his name? If Jalen Brown, if Jalen Brown at that time is playing shooting guard, then is missing time. So that's the thing I'm kind of having an issue with. But other than that, if it's talent, I have no issue with that. Is it if it's the team concept and how they actually attack in a regular season specifically, I don't really have an issue with that. Um, it's just that maybe injuries might take them out, especially because as I keep saying, their big men are either one getting old in Al Horford, or two are injury prone, which is Kristaps Porzingis. So that's the only issue with me for that. Okay, going on to the next one, and I think everybody is really interested in this team. It's the Milwaukee Bucks. So for me, the Milwaukee Bucks, oh boy, the Milwaukee Bucks. That big blockbuster trade that they did, um, getting what's the name? Getting why am my brain freezing? Getting Damian Lillard was a huge signing. Damian Lillard alone, that Giannis, and I hope you know people are not really understanding how insane that Giannis and Damian Lillard P and are about to be. That PNR going hit like crack of the 80s, man. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm trying to see. I forgot that this guy's a Bucks fan. Jesus. It's gonna be nuts. Nasty, really. Um But yeah, that Damian Lillard and Giannis PNR is gonna be a problem. The only issue and the only reason why I have them slightly below the Celtics is because the Celtics has much more continuity. Because when you sit down and really think about it, yes, they're gonna they're gonna have to plug in pick up Jesus Christ Porzingis into the Celtics offense, but that's a relatively minor way of doing so compared to how they're gonna have to essentially change their whole play style with Damian Lillard, because Damian Lillard, most of his strength is on ball. And if you're gonna take the ball away from Giannis a lot more, and you're gonna have to force Giannis to be more off ball, right? So that's gonna be the interesting part of that. Giannis having to play off ball, understanding, if Dame tries to get him into his post situations, or the PNR learning how to roll he clearly does know that because that's just basic big man stuff. But it's going to be kind of hard for Giannis at the start because for what 3, 4, 5 years that Giannis has essentially been playing the same style. So he's gonna have to try and break his own habits and become more of a an actual PNR player where he's the roller um with Dame. And Dame is going to have to understand the system. And then the last part, which I didn't actually talk about, which I should have brought up also, is like the the biggest issue is, bro, the coach, we don't know what the coach is going to be like. Like, tell me, does anyone here know what the coach is going to be like? We have really not much information. So we don't know how good the coach is going to be, if he's going to have different defensive schemes or offensive schemes compared to um Coach Bud. And one thing, although we do make fun of Coach Bud in a postseason, one of the things that we also need to remember is Coach Bud in a regular season, like he does not lose games regularly. Like he consistently has this Bucks team winning like 50 games every season, like consistently. When I was for the past 5 years of Coach Bud being the coach, they have won 60, 56, 46, 51, 48 games. They just don't miss, they do not lose that 50 marks other than the 1 year. And if I'm correct, this is the year after the bubble. And I'm pretty sure Giannis wasn't like was Giannis fully healthy this season? Let me check. 2021. No, he missed 11 games. So, he missed substantial amount of time. To be fair, he kind of does do that every season. So, is that really saying much? But you get what I'm saying. That's the issue. Um, but even then, at the end of the day, and also I forgot to say the 2021 season was the season where they actually ended up only having 72 games, which could also play into the fact why they only had 46 wins than their usual 50. Um, so like in the regular season, essentially Mike Budenholzer is like one of the best coaches in the league, but it's the postseason that we usually have an issue with. But when we when you now sit down and realize that you're gonna have to expect Adrian Griffin to come into the regular season, produce as well as Coach Bud does in the regular season, and then somehow be better than him in the postseason. So that's my curiosity: is Adrian Griffin actually going to live up to that and be able to be better than Coach Bud in the postseason, or is he going to drop the ball? Be a little bit worse than what's called be a little bit worse than he finishes somewhere around, let's say, third, but like in the postseason he's significantly better because he doesn't stick to one ideals and actually willing to change and play that chess match with other teams so that they don't just lose because they stay and think and do the exact same thing. That's actually something quite interesting to me specifically. So I don't have much issues on that type of front. But yeah. Um Number 3. I don't know, man. I kind of want to just say us cuz I don't want to ever go to a situation where I don't want to be like, my team is not going to be a number not going to be the third seed. And actually, when I sit down and think about it, because in the East, outside of the Bucks and Celtics, there's not been much like big trades um for any of the other teams in the Eastern Conference. So no, I'm actually willing to stand die on this hill. The 76ers are going to be the third seed. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually become the second seed this season, but I will leave it as the third seed. Okay, so the biggest issue which most people will bring to the forefront, which will be, yo, okay, let's say you're not actually being a Sixers fan, which, well, of course I'm definitely being a Sixers fan. Let's keep it real. But let's say you're not being a Sixers fan. How are you going to really justify that being the case? And I would say, well, Joel Embiid on your team, like for the majority of the time, if he's on the court, like you're winning not a historic amount, but he's very valuable to a team to the point where they're usually around the three to first seed every time he's like playing substantial amount of time. I just want to clarify how well do we win when he's there. One second. So like in the past 3 seasons, we've been wait, what's- we've been the third seed last year. We've been the fourth seed. Okay, well, to be fair, it was the three-way tie last 2 seasons ago, so I ain't trying to hear that. And then we was the first seed 3 seasons ago. So essentially, outside of the bubble where Ben Simmons was injured, we're consistently like the top 3 seed ever since Embiid has been playing. Um, so I like really and truly Embiid for the most part always going to be able to drag this team to a top 3, 4 seed. And then yes, we're gonna have issues with James Harden not necessarily actually be 100% focused on giving his all. But I would actually kind of disagree because I think James Harden understands at this point to be able to get traded, he's going to need to build his value up and he's going to need to play as well as he possibly can, which means that he's going to actually have to play even better um than he usually does. So that's going to be his motivation, and that actually might cause him to be better than usual and actually produce better in general. I do think there's going to be a kind of a leap for Tyrese Maxey, um possibly in his shot creation, because I actually think he's quite essentially a great shooter already. He's already shooting around 40% on high, not high volume, but like respectable. Like 2 seasons ago, it was 42% on 4 attempts. Last season, 6 attempts on 43%. So he's actually shooting very well from the 3 point line. At a respectable volume. Six is like you have to respect him because he's almost nearing the lights out shooter with his arsenal of being able to just straight up attack or when it comes to you giving him a little bit of space because you're having to be wary of his 3 point shooting. Yeah, I think he could actually start getting to the stage where he can really shot create. And when he gets that ability to shot create, I'm pushing Tyrese Maxey all star season propaganda. I'm telling you this now. I am pushing that. But that's for later situations. And then we talk about our coach for this season. It's gonna be Nick Nurse. And one of the biggest things Nick Nurse does preach is defense. And while I won't lie to you, I'm sitting here and trying to figure out where the defense is coming from in the starting lineup outside of um Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris. Actually, last season he was actually a decent defender, like decent to a bit above average. Even though I'm not really a big fan of Tobias Harris, I'll have to understand. Um, but yeah, the defense and fucking PJ Tucker in his 12th season. How old is he now at this point? He's 38-year-old fucking PJ Tucker for defense. That's gonna be very fun to watch him not being guarded on offense. But hopefully he has some type of scheme to actually allow us to be a better defense. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if later on in the season they might try and get some trades for some defense. I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know what free guards or wings that are out on the trade market, or sorry, in the free agent market. But we need some defense on this team because you're essentially having Embiid backpack you on defense and offense. This ain't looking good. But that's my main thoughts when it comes to the Sixers. I think Sixers would be actually. What is he? He says if they lose a little more in the regular season, but significantly better in the postseason as a team offense. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm. Oh, and he says I'd be happy and satisfied. Yeah, I would be too for your team because at the end of the day, your standing, which Coach Bud made sure that's one of the things. As much people hated on Coach Bud, I understood and I was actually kind of thankful for. I mean, not thankful for, but like I'd hope that the Bucks would be thankful for is that because of his system and the way that he plays and makes his team play, they were able to consistently get like 1 through 3 seeds, which means that they actually skipped out on the more hard teams in the first and second round. Of course, even if you're the first seed, you're gonna start facing tougher competition, of course. But being able to get to those top seeds allows you to play weaker teams as you're the number one seed, and that's already thankful for you. So I'd actually say Coach Bud did his job in the regular season. It's just that his inability to change his philosophy when the situation is not going favorably is the downfall of him on the Bucks. But yeah, um, what was I doing? It was the Sixers. Yeah. So for the Sixers, that's my main. That's what I would have to say about the Sixers. To be honest with you, the next is going to be. Would it be the Cavs? Or the Knicks? Do you want? Nah. I have brain cells. I am not gonna do that to myself. Okay, so it's the Cavs. Um, you know what the Cavs is? They usually play their two big man lineup with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and then they have their two guards with Darius Garland and I'm blanking out on his name and it's making me annoyed. Donovan Mitchell. There you go. And the biggest issue with them last season was one, they didn't have consistent spacing at the three and was a good defender. So like it lacked a 3D wing essentially. And well, at the end of the day, they didn't necessarily get themselves actually I think they did. Did they not get Max Struess? 1 second. Um I'm saying they got Max Struess, no? Yeah, they got Max Strus, so they got themselves. Although he's not really a shooter in my opinion. He's inconsistent, but they still got themselves some type of spacing, which is what they needed. In Max Strus, who's also a decent defender. So that's something that that they really would like on that team. So they kind of sorted out their issues at the three. Now they what they really need to pay attention to and hope is really if they need to hope that Evan Mobley gets better. Either one, like has some type of consistent thing that he can go to, whether it's like a hook, a floater, a mid-range game, something consistent that he can go to. And he needs to get better at attacking the rim. And also him and Jared Allen needs to not get absolutely tormented on the boards by the opposing big. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, yo, what Mitchell Robinson did to them was disgusting. Yo, what Mitchell Robinson did to them was actually disrespectful. I don't know what went through his brain to say, nah, you ain't doing anything, and I'm not allowing you to have any fun in this series, bro. That the New York Knicks in general was just out rebounding them. And really and truly, that's just not acceptable. Like at a certain point, they just need to be better rebounders in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. And so that's probably that gonna be one of the biggest issues. The other issue is that backcourt is quite small. Donovan Mitchell's what 6'1", 6'2", and Darius Garland is 6 foot. So they're like a walking mismatch with most teams, offensive players. So that's really another issue with them. I wouldn't say much about JB Bicker's stuff because at the end of the day, he actually they've been progressing quite well as a team. So I don't really have much to say about him. He tried his best. It's just, hey, they just got out toughed. That's really and truly what happened to them. They just got out tough. And well, it is what it is. Um and then what's the next one I'm gonna try and look for? I think the next one is going to be also, yeah, that's the reason why I didn't say much about Darius Garland is because personally to me, maybe I'm a hater, I don't know, but I don't necessarily see him become much more better as a scorer. I just don't. I think his way of becoming a better player is probably digging deeper into becoming a better playmaker. He might. I think he can get better as a scorer, but I don't see it being a substantial difference. Okay, he's a good to is it like a good shot creator? I don't see him becoming like a great shot creator. Maybe he'll get to like borderline great shot creation, but I don't see him becoming like a great shot creator, in my opinion. I just don't see it within him. I think he can dig deeper into becoming a better defender in one place, although that's gonna be hard because of his frame and his size. And two, him becoming a better playmaker because he does have the vision. That's one of the things that I can't take away from him. He has great vision from a point guard. Um Donovan Mitchell, I'm not gonna lie to you. That regular season Donovan Mitchell was doing was whew, he was cooking. And then he flamed out in that first round, so that was kind of tough to see. I'm probably hoping him to bounce back, and I think the next series that he's gonna have, he's not gonna flame out as bad as he did. I just don't see it from him anymore. So that's my main reason for the Cavs. The Cavs are gonna be the fourth seed. Um, Next up is the New York Knicks. All right. So for the Knicks, I don't know what to say about the Knicks, to be honest with you. Like, first things first, you saw um Jalen Brunson just put on a clinic in that first round, offensively, being able to set up his teammates, showing how great of a shot creator he can be, being able to close games very efficiently. I just like he's. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's quite underrated at this point. And I'm actually glad that he's really got his time to shine on the New York Knicks. They need to get that terrorist Julius Randle off the team, but if they don't, he needs to learn some way of being of how do I say this correctly? Expanding his offensive game so that he's not as predictable because I'm sorry, man. This jump shooting on the left wing, it was called left wing on the left side of the court, and then only attacking on the left side of the court. It's not gonna work. Like it's not gonna work. They need to learn. He needs to learn some way of having some type of creation on the right wing. And please learn something. I'm begging, like please. Um, and Fullius Randle really needs to do that. Rebounding wise, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's actually a decent rebounder, so I don't have much issue on him with him on that. Oh, we got a person coming up. Hey yo,
Yo, I saw my brother over by himself. Thought I'd come mess with him for a little bit. What's going on? What's going on?
pause. But yeah, we
Mess with him
good.
is not
I'm good.
what is
I'm
that is not even
good. I'm
pause.
good.
It's not nasty.
Um,
It's a disgusting human being. What's that?
One sec. Once. Oh, Jesus. Trying to check something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty much gone through 5 teams. I've done
Okay.
Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, 76ers, Cavs, Knicks. What was your opinions on what I said on the
I
Celtics
think
first?
starting with the Celtics, I think everything you said was spot on. The only thing I add is um, people need to seriously understand how good Derek White was as a rotational piece
Mm-hmm.
last season. A lot of
Yeah,
people look at the Boston Celtics and they're like, well, who's going to come off the bench? Derek White, and it's like that's actually like one of the best possible scenarios you could
exactly.
have.
That's actually quite disrespectful to Derek White. He's actually one of the best,
Exactly.
if not the best, guard defender in the league at this point in time.
Guard defense. Well, Alex Caruso, Drew Holiday.
No, I'd probably give it to Derek White this
Really?
season. I promise you. I
I would
actually
say as
probably,
a, I'd still
even
give
if you
it to.
don't agree with that, I think that
He's
they're
still,
all three of them
yeah,
are in contention for the best guard defenders in the league.
absolutely.
So
Exactly. Like even if he is, I that like even if he isn't, that's still like hell of company to be a part of. So like
exactly.
I think that people sleep on the rotational pieces that the Celtics were still able to maintain while making these two blockbuster trades because they got Chris Kristaps, Andrew Holiday within a span of a week. That's a
Hmm.
major W. And quiet
Hmm.
to skip this offseason, we haven't done our grades and stuff like that. But if we were to do a grade, I think the Celtics probably are leading the charge as far as like best trades, as far as like team wise. I think the Lakers is like a close second, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I think as far as the Celtics go, you have to look at the Celtics as like the best or the second best team in the East, favorites to come into the finals.
And then, what's your opinion on the Bucks? Then, even though I kind of don't want to hear it.
You know what my opinion is. Contrary to people's belief, like although I'm a Bucks fan, and you and me have had discussions about this, I actually think that the Celtics are still the better team because I value having high quality pieces all around rather than the two elite pieces and like some questionable pieces because I think the jury's still all on Chris Middleton as far as how much can he give you on the defensive end after all these injuries.
Hmm.
Um, I think offensively, he showed in the postseason that he could still show some value, if not for nothing, as a shooter. I think Pat Connaughton, we haven't really been like seeing like quality minutes from Pat Connaughton for like the last 2 years, to be quite honest with you. I think Brooke Lopez had his best season, but I think we all agree that that was probably an anomaly as to how valuable he is. I mean, the dude came off of a serious back injury, serious back surgery, and he ended up producing like his best by far defensive season of his entire career. And I don't know. I wouldn't bet for that to happen again. That being said, though, you make a huge upgrade from Drew Holiday to Damian Lillard because I don't care what anybody says. The value that Drew Holiday gives on the defensive end is nowhere near the value that Damian Lillard will give on the offensive end. The quality pick and roll playmaking that he gets along that he can create alongside
Hey,
Giannis.
yo, Dev.
Yo, Dev.
Yeah.
Yo.
The quality playmaking that he can give, especially alongside Giannis,
Something,
versus what
Dad?
he was able to do with like Nurkic. That's no, no. He said
No,
mood. He
no.
said mood, didn't
Oh.
he? Yeah. But yeah, the playmaking he can do alongside Giannis, also adding elite shooting, like the range that he has will draw the defense further out, which makes it even more lethal because the space that Giannis has now to literally barrel to the rim is going to be scary. So I think that just like the Celtics, if the Celtics aren't one, the Bucks are the best team in the East.
Hold on. 1 second. For y'all,
Hmm.
to me, second through fourth. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
The first seed, the second seed, the third seed, the fourth seed.
No, I'm talking about like y'all got like.
You wanna
Where y'all think the
explain?
Knicks gonna be at? The
The fourth seed.
You think they're gonna be exactly at the fourth?
I think they
I
could
get
be.
what
I
you
think
saying.
they
Oh
could range
wait,
between
my
the third or
fault.
fourth
My
seed.
fault. I just saw what you said. No, the Knicks supposed
Yeah,
to be the
that's
fifth.
what I was saying. Like
Yeah,
that's
my
more
fault.
than.
No, I was confused because I was like, bro, it's kind of straightforward. But no, I got you mean now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're the fifth seed.
Oh,
Um,
all right. That's logical.
but yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really think that it's crazy to think that the Knicks could have like a regular season that give them the third seed or the fourth seed.
Nah, I know
Yeah,
it seems alright, but them as a, I don't think they're better than Philly. I don't think they're better than
the Cavs.
I don't. I gotta see the Cavs a little bit more, but I need to see them coming into the season. I know they're gonna be a very good regular season team, but
absolutely.
which they always do with Donovan Mitchell. We know how Donovan Mitchell rocks as a player, but we gotta see it.
I
Oh,
agree. I
you
think when
Karen?
it comes,
I do think
I'm
the
sorry.
Knicks, their defense gonna be one of the best defenses in the league.
I do think one thing to say. The one thing that I do want to say is I think the Bucks actually I don't think quite as kept. I think they can actually slide to the third seed, depending on how good the coach is and how hard it is for
Mm.
Giannis to become
Who
more
gonna
off ball.
who you think would be
Oh
the
no,
second?
they're
You
gonna be
think
they're gonna
Philly
be
would be
The
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 Sixers. I think the Sixers have a chance to be the second seed, and then the Bucks be the third seed. I'm not gonna lie
okay.
to you. The 1 through 3 is essentially locked for me. I think it's
I'm
gonna
not even
be
gonna
the
lie.
Celtics, the Sixers, and the Bucks. I think no other
Zeno,
team is gonna be like that. Yeah.
Zeno, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I get
I
what you're
think
saying.
there's no way that the Bucks fall all the way to the third seed because although yes, the 76ers do still have some talent on their roster,
Hmm.
um, it's going to be some chemistry issue, especially having James Harden there for as long
I
as
don't
he
think it's gonna be
that's going to
Konishi's
be there.
issues. That's the
No,
difference. I
okay,
don't.
and even if that's not going to be that big of an issue to you,
Yeah.
Nick Nurse is a new coach, and
Okay.
the sets that he ran in Toronto,
Yeah.
it's going to be new. It's going
That
to be
is
new to this whole roster.
that I would understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only issue with when it comes to me the Bucks and the Sixers is that they have new coaches, so the new philosophy is gonna be kind of hard for them
Nah,
to really
I
understand.
and
think
even
I
but
I
think the
think
the
Sixers is
thing
gonna
about the
be
Bucks,
yeah, I
the only
think Nick.
difference. Yeah, Karen.
You seen what Daniel House said about the like the coach, and you seen how like most players said about how Nick
Hmm.
Nurse came in the what you call it, how he started coaching with his what you call it,
Yeah,
with his
I got what you
style of
mean.
coaching of
Yeah.
like
no,
everybody get the
I've
ball,
not.
everybody
Can you
pass
elaborate?
off ball, uh mostly that stuff. I really like how Nick Nurse will coach that Sixers team.
Hmm.
Uh, I think I wouldn't be mad about them being the second seed. I get what you're saying. They are a really good team to
No, no,
be
I
the
wouldn't be
second
mad at
seed.
it either. I wouldn't be mad at it either. I think the Bucks offense is going to be
I think they're gonna
is
be one of the
so
best
much.
offenses in the league. I think there's
Well, no. I think the Bucks offense can be the best offense in the league. It's just going to take some time for them to get used to it. But Dame and Giannis is going to be so seamless of a connection, right? Because even with them learning each other, their pros like the what they're good at complements each other so well that they could sleepwalk to being like a top five offense. And I don't feel like that's hyperbolic. So I feel like even with them learning each other and stuff like that on the offensive end and defensive end, they'll still be the second seed at worst. Just
yeah,
because, the connection will be that much seamless. Whereas the 76ers, I think about the drama along with the head coaching
yeah. I get what you're saying, especially
transition.
with
Yeah.
the Harden situation and
Hmm.
the. But I do think Nick Nurse. I like the way, like I said, I like the way how Nick Nurse coach, and involves a lot of he involves everybody on the team.
He
I
does.
think
He does.
that what the Sixers always did need somebody to involve everybody and keep everybody involved. But that's me.
Truth be told, that's what a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what a lot of these teams and
Need yeah, I get
these
what you're saying.
competitive teams need is a head coach that values team. team oriented offense more than
Yeah,
just give the
more
ball
than
to the
two
star player
players
and let
and
him
ball
create.
dominant players. Yeah, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Uh, Now the Bucks, I don't know how AJ coach. I'm not familiar with his game yet. I need to see it. I need to
The
see it
more
a
I'm
little
doing,
bit.
the more I'm doing like a little bit of investigation to find out like who exactly he is as a coach. The
Yeah.
more I'm low key getting excited about what he can do differently. Um, because so
It's not
Adrian Griffin
about
came.
to me. It's not about improvement as a coach, as like coaching. I think regardless, they're gonna get top three seed regardless. Just with
Nah,
the
it's about
Exactly.
improvement as a coaching, specifically in the postseason.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's the one I was gonna bring
Specifically
up.
in the
Yeah.
postseason.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's about improvement as a from the coaching
but I
standpoint.
don't.
Because if you an argument can be made,
I
even with the struggles from an offensive standpoint, they still could have won that Miami series had the head coach been
you
had the ability or the willing
yeah,
to
you know
switch up
why they
his
did that.
schemes.
Yeah, you know why is the defense and what they did on the defensive end. He's more of a like a Tom Thibodeau coach of we gonna you gonna do
Respect
this
Tom
and
Thibodeau.
we're gonna keep this.
No, no, no. Respect Tom Thibodeau because actually
No,
last
no, no.
season
I
he
think he
actually
No, I think
understood.
I don't know. I think
yeah, yeah,
he was giving them a
I know.
compliment
I'm
from
talking
saying his head coaching is elite, but he's stubborn from the standpoint of whether hell or hot water,
Yeah,
we doing this
we're
my
gonna
way or the
die.
highway.
We're gonna die by this bridge essentially. Yeah.
hmm So I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, that's understandable, but I'm still not sure about how Adrian Griffin is going to be. You said that you're excited by him. I don't know. Okay, cool.
I'm
But
getting no
I'm
no no.
thinking
I'm getting more excited about him. I'm still
understandable.
more on the side of like not concerned but more skeptical as to like why bring in a not a rookie head coach, no, a rookie head coach, why bring in a rookie head coach to coach this talent of a team.
Hmm.
But the more I'm hearing about what he was able to do as far as like his knowledge pairing alongside Nick Nurse, specifically in that the bubble year, Adrian
Hmm.
Griffin was a part of that coaching staff, and he was one of the people that Nick Nurse was talking to a lot while going up against specifically the Heat. So when Nick Nurse is going in battles with Eric Spoelstra, no, was it no, with the Celtics with the Jason Tatum. So then that was him and Brad
Brad
Stevens going head to head.
Stevens. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Nick Nurse and Adrian Griffin doing the majority of the work as far as
Back
like
when
playbooks on defenses.
back when we thought that Nick Nurse was the best coach in the league. I remember those
hmm
days.
Yeah, so like I think Adrian Griffin has something to offer. My question is he going to bring the what he's good at? Does it complement what we exactly need?
Oh, I feel you. Okay, fair enough then. And then have we spoken about the 76ers too, right? Moo and Casual.
Um, I think you hit everything on the head about the 76ers. I appreciate you speaking about Tobias Harris' value and what he can bring to this roster, given a bigger role, and Tyrese Maxey with his 3 point shooting and how it could be able to lead to like more shot creation, given more opportunities. So I like that. The only thing that I'm skeptical of the 76ers is how this impacts Joel Embiid health wise. Because if you remember back
Ah,
when, even when,
nah, I hope you
and
know
this
I've
is
been trying to forget about it, but Jesus Christ, Nick Nurse and his 20 million minutes
yeah.
a game is insane. I hope he doesn't do that to
So
me.
like, yeah, I hope he doesn't either. And I think Nick Nurse is very intelligent, so I don't think he will do that. Like
Yeah,
knowing Joel Embiid's health issue, but at the same time, like,
actually, I need
do
to
what
check
if he
some.
doesn't have an what if he doesn't really have an option? You know what I'm saying?
No, 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 no. One sec. I just need to see Kawhi's year in um the Raptors because I'm pretty sure he didn't play that.
No, he didn't play that season. The bubble season.
Jesus Christ, he played 34 minutes that season. Never mind. Hi. Yeah, no, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bubble season.
No, he
Yeah,
played.
nah.
He played 34 minutes a game. Oh, I'm
And how
scared.
many game? And how many game? And how many games did he play
He played 60, so that's like a lot. But that's actually one of the most he's played post
in his career?
post
Oh, post
injury.
2017. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most he's played post injury. So, and then in the Toronto series, it was kind of, when he was in the postseason, he was playing 39 minutes. I mean, to be fair, on the Clippers, he's playing 39.3 minutes too. So, but Jesus Christ, I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm genuinely scared. As soon as he just reminded me, I hope you know, I've been actively trying to forget about that.
He'll be
I was just
fine, man. He'll
nah,
be
nah.
fine,
I'm
man.
not
This
gonna
is
lie
this
to
is your
you.
MVP,
This
man.
this man finna run him into the ground, and I'm about to cry. I'm gonna be like, "What
I think
cooked?"
no way.
No,
He's go yours. He go your step, and then tweak his ankle. He's out for 20 games. I'm like, damn.
no.
I hope. I
Uh,
hope he doesn't.
It
Okay,
could be
so what's
another
your
KD
opinions on?
situation.
Don't. Stop.
what you
But
said?
he said it's gonna be another KD situation where he's like on the layup line, and then he injures himself, and he's out for 10 games. Now we good. Um. So, what's your opinion on the Cavs?
Who me? I think,
Both of you.
like I said, I know Donovan Mitchell could lead it damn near any team to like a top five seed. Just with his presence, he could lead a team to a top five seed. The thing is with the Cavs, we've been waiting on the progression of Evan Mobley on the offensive end to really like push it. They needed shooting last year. They they got a little bit of shooting in players that they went got Max Drews. They got George Niang. Uh, they got shooting now. They got a little bit of shooting, which I do like for their team. Even though I do think George Niang is a home court merchant. He
Home
Okay,
court merchant is
I'll
crazy.
say this, and then I gotta step away for a quick second. Um, I think the Cavs have they answered the question about like having like a reliable 3-point shooter to like
yeah
eliminate the defense, just strictly focusing on Donovan Mitchell in the postseason. But similar to what you were saying earlier, they really preying on Evan Mobley's development. Last year sort of set them back, but didn't really because Donovan Mitchell was playing so well. So it sort of hid the fact that Evan Mobley sort of became stagnant or got a little worse in the
Tip.
offensive end.
Yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna
Let me
say.
say something after you finish though.
Yeah, I was gonna say only on
But
the offensive because
oh
on the
yeah, no.
defensive end he got
You can
much
have the
better.
mic because I'm gonna have to mute myself in a second. But I think they need him to develop this season because if he doesn't develop, Darius Garland can only do so much
Hey,
as a small guard.
I was about
And
to say,
even Donovan Mitchell in the postseason can only do so much. Like as you saw,
yeah,
like going up against like defenses that can pack on him because he's so small of a guard. Even with the rim pressure that he tries to put on, it's not going to be good enough, especially with him being
yeah,
inefficient. So if you don't have
yeah,
like any offensive help from the front court of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, then you're pretty much cooked. So they need that. And then I also think like what's not talked about enough is the fact that they still didn't answer the question about the depth. Like their starting five, like is fine, but can you guys name the backups?
Karis LeVert, George
Okay.
Niang.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how Isaiah Mobley gonna play. I'm not sure. Uh, I forgot who else they got.
And is that
And
confident
but
enough for
but
you
you
in the
know how
postseason?
they
Come
how
postseason.
they play their players though. They stagger. They do a
Yeah,
lot of
this
staggering
staggering.
between
And I and,
centers
and I and I get that. And I get that.
yeah.
And even with Karis
They
LeVert, I'll give you
dude,
Karis LeVert because I think Karis LeVert can offer
Yeah,
some good
I think
offensive
he's a
minutes.
really good what
they
you call
still
it.
have Dean Wade too,
Yeah, they still got Dean.
and
Dean
they have
Wade
Imani
is
Bates
Dean.
as well.
I don't know. I guess when I'm looking at this
I'm not
bench,
high
like
on Imani.
I'll give you Karis LeVert. I'll give you Karis LeVert, but like outside of that, like their bench is sort of cooked if it goes up against the elite teams now,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
even if it goes up against the Knicks again, like Have they made the move that sways you to say that they won't be repeat offenders
Nah,
in losing 5 games against the
nah.
Knicks?
But I was sold on them as a team. I was very sold on them as a team. Like
Mm-hmm.
the Cavs last year, I thought they
Jesus
would beat
Christ,
the
they have
Knicks.
Tristan Thompson. Jesus. Sorry, Karen.
I thought they would
Ew,
beat the Knicks.
I did too.
But I guess I was wrong. I don't think this year, since the Knicks do got Didi, they made some other moves. Obi Toppin left. They still got the front court that's pretty good. Me and Khalil
Yeah.
were talking about that earlier. Their defense, you uh, I'm expecting Grimes to take a lead, so I don't think nobody on the only people on the Cavs that I'm expecting to take a leap is probably Garland and Mobley.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not even that high on Garland as a
I know
scorer.
y'all not. I know y'all not.
I think
But the thing is with
I'm high
Garland,
on
I need
Garland.
him to
I'm
be
high on
aggressive.
Garland. I think there's it being 6 foot. There's always a ceiling from the
yeah,
score
that's
as a
what I mean.
scorer.
That's what I meant
Yeah,
by like why I'm not that high on Garland. I think his way of becoming much more better as a player is pressuring defenses with his playmaking. That's what
yeah.
I
He's
think.
a
I'm
really
gonna step
good
away for a
play.
quick second.
He's a
You guys
really
could.
good playmaker. He's a really good finisher. I think the thing is with him, he's a really good. He just need to know when to do this one thing, and that's be aggressive and learn how to keep the in between game into his game. He shies away from the in between game a little bit in the playoffs, which I can't fault him because this one of his first playoffs appearances. He's not really accustomed to the defenses, how the defenses change, and all the other stuff. This is one of his first. That's why I don't also fault Evan Mobley for the same stuff. Uh, that's just about it with Garland and Mobley. Same stuff.
So okay, understandable then. And then, what's your opinion on the Knicks then? So we
Uh,
can get back to doing what I
we
do.
waiting on. I think like me and Khalil was talking about it earlier. Grimes, we need. They need Grimes to take the leap, a little bit of leap, even if it's catch and shooting. Quickly already took a leap. He's a really good player, very good defensive player. Uh, they got Didi, which is a playmaker. They could run him in a lot of sets to get people on the ball, get on the ball more. Uh, I'm high on this next team. I do think I like them more than the Cavs. I do. I like them more than the Cavs this year.
That's actually what I was gonna say. I don't really see. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't see much difference between them when I mean seeding wise. I think both of them are. It's gonna be the same similar situation where they're both 4 or 5 seeds each. Which way it is up to them.
Yeah,
But I think it's gonna be 4 or 5 seeds both of them.
yeah. Uh, what's your
You
next one?
don't. What about Jalen Brunson? Leap. You don't see him leaping anymore.
I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I don't see him improving on nothing really. He's a really solid player. He's a really refined player. Only thing with playmaking that people say that he lacks a lot of is the playmaking ability. But just about that, it's nothing really that I think he could get better on
You
during
don't.
his years.
You don't think that he could maybe develop into a better 3 point shooter, something like
I
that?
I don't I don't.
Okay. All right.
What he shoot this year? What he shot last year?
He shot 41% on 4.7 attempts.
Yeah. That's that right there is already like that's good percentage. Especially I get 4 attempts, but the team don't need him to do that. The team need him to work in the inside. He's an inside out player. If they give him the jump shot, he's gonna take the jump shot and he's gonna make it. Just like we know how he works his game. He's very lethal in the mid range. He's good finisher. I don't see nothing else taking the lead with Brunson. You think you think there's anything that he could take a leap on?
Maybe refine his post game even better to become more of an efficient shooter there. But I don't know. Maybe if let's say, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I know you guys aren't as high as him, but I think RJ Barrett still has some time. I think there's some time for him to maybe become a better playmaker, or like let's say there's
Playmaking.
someone on the team um develops the ability to start playmaking, so he
I
has to
think I
actually
think
become
that's
off
why
ball more.
Didi. I think that's Didi. I
Okay,
think Didi
so
gonna brings the playmaking ability just
exactly.
a
So
little
then,
bit.
if that's the case, then you will see. My opinion is then he's gonna work more on his off ball play and
Yeah,
get better as like a catch and shoot 3 point shooter, or flying off the screen, something that could improve his 3 point shooting. That's why I was saying you said they should make him as a three. He's like an inside out scorer. I
yeah,
understand that, but that's mainly when he's on ball and he's actually dominating the ball.
yeah. I get what you're
And when
saying.
he's yeah, and when he's gonna be playing with another ball handler on the team, he's not gonna be able to dominate the ball. So
Yeah,
he's gonna have to figure out a way to coexist with those type of players, like he did with Luca, which is usually his spot up shooting, or his spot up shooting in general. So that's what my opinion is what
yeah,
he's gonna try and do is level up his spot up shooting. Maybe he's actually quite efficient on that, and I haven't seen that. Well, fair
yeah.
enough, but I
I
still
just
want to
don't
see him
think.
something doing that.
I don't think Didi gonna take the ball out of his hands like a lot. I don't see Didi taking the ball out of his hands a lot.
Mm.
I think they're gonna do something like how the Cavs do. While like one is a very good playmaker and one is a very good scorer, they're gonna stagger them. Uh, I think RJ gonna get a lot of times with Didi more than he get with Brunson. Uh, that's what I think. I think they're gonna stagger that guard line up a little bit more. I I hope they do that. Should I say?
Okay, fair enough. Um, okay, so
I'm not lying.
now that we've
That
gone,
Didi and the Emmanuel quickly,
yeah,
in the same lineup. I really like that. I really like that. Uh,
defensive purposes, right?
yes, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that they're gonna be pests on defense. Jesus Christ!
yeah, yeah.
But now that we finally caught up to what I was saying earlier. Let's move on. So number 6, what team do you think is gonna be number 6, and why is it the Miami Heat?
Nigga said, "Why is it the Miami Heat?" Uh, I'm not gonna lie. You think it's the Heat?
Nah, I actually think it's the Hawks.
I think it's a toss up between Heat, Hawks, and fuck, what the other team? Uh,
I
Nets,
have another team that I'm actually not gonna lie to you. I think people are sleeping on. Um, actually,
Pacers,
I'm gonna say it. No, I don't think it's the Pacers. I think it's the
Magic.
Nets. I think it's the
Yeah,
Nets.
that's who I said is a toss up between Hawks, Heat, and Nets.
You didn't say the Nets. You said the Pacers. That's what you said.
No,
But
I asked you. You was talking about the Pacers. I said I think it's a toss up
oh
between
no.
Nets, uh, Heat, and Hawks.
Yeah. So I'm. Do you know what? We might as well just put them through right now as we're talking about them. But the Hawks right now. What happened during this season for the Hawks? They actually traded away. What's his name? Their small forward. Their small forward was John
John
Collins.
Collins.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
traded away
really a
John Collins.
powerful.
They picked up Kobe Buffkin in a draft. Um, they got Keaton Wallace as well. So and then when you look at this team, they have Clint Capella, which is like one of the more slept on bigs in the league. It's actually a great rim protector. Is decent. What's called? He's just decent and just good at his job. Essentially, being a lob catching big. That's what
Yeah,
you need for the team. He's good.
which I
Trey
think in the
Young being
future they're gonna probably move him because I
yeah.
think Oneka is
Oh, Nigga
gonna take
Okongwu,
his
yeah.
role. Uh, from what I seen out of Oneka, he gonna probably take his role sooner or later. They're
Mhm.
gonna move off of Clint sooner. I don't know, but they're gonna move off of Clint.
Yeah.
I don't like the team future. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that team. Yeah,
I
the
just
thing is,
don't. I just think team fraud, just flawed. Like
this team's future is cooked. Oh my
I
god.
don't, I don't see them doing anything to. I must put this out there. I do think they should trade Trey Young,
Oh wow.
like for some draft picks. Trade them, get them gone, and just rebuild. That's what I think.
You think they should rebuild with Dejounte Murray on the team and not Trey
Nah,
Young?
it just
Is it because Trey Young is the more valuable piece and that's why you trade him?
yeah,
Or
and I think you cannot win with
Trey
Trey.
Young as your best player?
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't think they could
I'm not gonna
win
lie to you.
or get pieces to get another
Oh,
star
okay. Okay.
there. Also, I don't think they could do that.
Okay,
Uh,
that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, couldn't they not just try and get some type of trade to get a better player than
yeah,
him?
I don't think no star would be willing to go to Atlanta. They don't got the. I don't think they got the draft compensation. They don't
True.
got the. They asked too much for pieces. Also, in multiple times they did ask too much for pieces. With same shit with the John Collins stuff, they asked too much. I think Trey Young. I've been saying this in the Discord. Trey Young to the Pelicans. Get their draft picks. They got very good draft picks. Get Trey Young up. You might as well take CJ McCollum. Take him. Take
Jesus.
CJ and
Yo,
just rebuild.
he said take the tank commander himself, CJ
Nah,
McCollum.
give
Jesus Christ.
them like they got some really good picks. Like Pelicans got really good picks, and
Oh
they could give
yeah.
them a lot of picks.
That's
That's
from the
all the trades
AD.
that they've been doing with the Lakers and all the other stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say the AD trade, right? But, yeah.
yeah, so I think if they do that, they could get a very valuable player in the next draft classes coming
Okay,
up.
I got you. I got you, bro. One sec. Um,
Who that was? Da Vinci.
that's Da Vinci. Once. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna. You have to give me 1 second though.
I gave him the what you call it. What I think that they should do. I gave him the trade. What I do think they should do. The same trade that I told him.
Yeah, I'm back.
So it's not like I'm just chatting.
You
It's
are.
not like I'm just chatting, Dad.
You are. But Karen.
No, no, no. I gave them a trade. A very good trade, which me personally I would take. If it's draft compensation, I would take that trade.
Um, Da Vinci. I got. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Okay. There you go. But no problems. No problems. No problems. But yeah, there. So we've now gone through the Hawks. Although I know Dev is gonna pull up and start talking about his own Hawks. You know how
Yeah,
he
he
is.
will.
Salute casual. Casual's currently doing something, so he ain't gonna be talking for a bit. So the next one is the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know what is with with people today. I don't know what it is, but I think people are really sleeping on the Nets. I think the Nets in general, outside of having the only issue that the Nets have is that they don't have like a playmaker, really. Like the Brooklyn Nets don't have like an actual playmaker on their
Yeah, that's
team.
the only thing about him is the playmaking ability in it. Uh, but I
Because
do think that defense slanted team, that's
exactly.
what's gonna move the needle in a lot of cases. That defense.
Let's start talking about what it was called. It's a person that kind of got scammed out of the depoy race, Nick Claxton.
Yes, he
Yes, I
did.
get it. I get it. They slid down the rankings, and
Yeah,
that's
he
probably
said
one
it
of the
himself.
biggest. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why they weren't actually he wasn't in the contention. But let's keep it real. This team throughout the whole season was one of the better defensive teams in the league. And that was really built off of the back of Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton being a very switchable big, not being able to be blown by on the perimeter, also providing a lot of shot blocking value. He kind of reminds me like what's called David Robertson in that type of 4 point on like how quickly he can get up from like a standstill.
Yeah,
If you really watch his
he got that like pogo stick.
exactly what I'm trying to talk about, which
Like he could spring up very fast. I seen the spurts when KD, Kyrie, and James Harden was on the team. I seen the spurts of him being a very good anchor. I seen the spurts of him being okay, decently offensively. I seen it to be real, but
Yo,
a lot of people didn't believe
yo
it.
yo, casual.
the
Casual
thug
gone.
is not here.
I mean, that's a beef of you, casual.
I love how Moo also called him a thug. That's crazy.
No. I respect y'all opinions. I do think Philly should be first though.
Whoa.
Nah, Philly should nah.
It's like everything about Tyrese Maxey going to take a jump to be an
All
all
right,
star,
Buckaroo.
and
All
then
right,
Tobias Harris is going to go reform back to his Clippers days. I
all
think
right,
Nick Nurse
Buckaroo.
is going to
You see,
We just
originally,
been trolling him.
originally I took him seriously, and then
We
he
just
said
trolling.
Tobias Harris is going to revive something. I was like, yeah, nah, he's trolling.
All right, yeah, the Tobias Harris. But on a serious note, now that I've been thinking about it, I do think I've been on the high on the Cavs. I do think they could be better than Philly this season. Like in the regular season, depending on Evan Mobley's another year, Donovan Mitchell, Darius going to be more aggressive, and they have more additions to the small forward position, and Max Strus, and who else they picked up? And picked up someone else to increase their small forward depth, even though I think that's a
They
hole.
didn't really pick up nobody like small forward wise other than they had Dean Wade. They got
They
Imani
got
Bates
they got Max
and
Strus
Max Strus.
and Jordan Niang. If they
Yeah.
Yeah,
ever
but that
play him in
nigga
a
not
small
really
forward,
I
yeah,
don't think
he's a
he's a
power
small
forward.
forward.
He's a
Yeah,
power
he's
Yeah,
a
that's
forward.
cool. That's
I'm
cool.
saying
But
I'm saying if they ever put him in the small forward because he's already
he too damn
fried as
slow.
a
He
yeah,
too
he's
damn
already
slow.
fried as a fucking power forward. I'm trying to see
He's
him play small forward, bro.
he's slow. His speed is very slow as a
Bro, his feet is quicksand. You mean Jesus? Oh boy,
nah,
watching him in
but he's a
Philly.
very good shooter for their team. I don't.
Yeah, yes,
The thing is with the Cavs and the Sixers, I think even if Harden do go, I think Nick Nurse as a coach could lead them to a top three seed. Just
yes.
Nick Nurse as a coach.
yeah,
Uh,
the Phillies have always been one of the more talented teams. So like, I think especially with the McDaniel, is the other McDaniel's twin on there
nah.
still?
Nah,
McDaniel's
he
Damn.
is not
left.
there.
He on the
D
Raptors.
Melt, yeah, D Melt is here. Is still
Yeah,
here.
Dang.
Yeah.
they
Okay.
got a
But
very defensive slanted team this year. That I could see from
What the
paper.
Sixers? The Sixers.
Yeah, from paper they got they went
What?
got Pat Bev. They got
That's
D'Anthony.
true.
They got
I do think he
they
I'm
still
not gonna
got B
lie to you.
Ball. They still got
Hey, that's my goat. B-Ball Paul, let's go.
I do think he can get your boy Joel Embiid playing back to his 2018 form, even though he's the highest on
That
defense. I mean, on defense. I mean, even
that's
though
what
he's the
I
highest
was.
low.
I'm not gonna lie
yeah.
to you, Dev. What you're saying is something that I was talking about earlier. When this is like a few episodes ago. I want to say a few weeks ago. I was talking about how Embiid. I think he's gonna not regress, but he's gonna not be that dominant 30 point per game
No, I
scorer that
don't.
he was
I
last
think he's
season.
gonna be a 28 to 20
Exactly.
to 30 point
I
scorer,
think he
but
needs
his
to be that
defense
I
gonna
dominant
think
be a
I
little
think
scorer.
his
bit better.
I think his defense is going to take a skyrocket as a defensive player
I don't
because
know
I
about
think he's
skyrocket, but I think he's gonna take a step up. But
I am kind of hyperbolizing it, but you know what I mean.
yeah,
But I'm
you
saying like,
wild about skyrocket.
okay, we get it now. Like God, but I think he's going to become like, if not 2019 Embiid, I think somewhere damn near close to that. I think he's going to be really good as a defensive player, honestly. And he's going to be focused more on defense and allowing the rest of his team to supplement the team's offense in general. So he's going to be less of a focal point on offense and more focused on defense. So he has
Yeah.
more energy there. That's what I think is going to happen. But why do we get back onto this? Where were we talking about?
We're
Nets.
talking about the Thug. We're talking about the Miami Thugs.
Wow. Okay. We see. That's just disrespectful to Miami. What did they do to you? Anywho, the Nets. So as we was talking about, Nick Claxton is really good, like really good defensively, really good switchable big who actually has great rim protection value, and it actually reminds me of the
Oh,
huh,
you
what?
wrong for saying the playmaking shit. You wrong for the
Who
playmaking.
who
You.
who's no. I mean who is the playmaker
We
on
are
the
like
team?
we are like a guy named Benjamin not there.
Oh, we yo, there's a reason why I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
I
no.
was
You
not
know why
thinking.
you forgot about him. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't thinking of him going to
I'm,
be playing that much
I'm
this season.
I am sold on the. I really think he could do the comeback. I think he could win most improved player.
I don't know, man. That's my only issue. I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna play a lot of games this season.
I
Question.
think I think he will. I think he's gonna play good about 65 games this season.
Hey, question for you guys.
Hmm.
Nick Claxton, depoy candidate this year?
Yes. He
Yes.
always was.
Ever since last season, he's gonna be a perennial all defense. Sorry, all
Yeah, he was
depoy
supposed to
candidate.
he was supposed to be like a top 3 defensive candidate this season. It just, just
His team felt the shit. That's why.
I don't even think it's that. I think they just ruled them out for no reason.
I do think though, like now that we sat there and actually realized Ben Simmons is there, um the issue with this team then would be high end shot creation and shot making. That would be
Yes.
the biggest
Yeah,
issue with
shot
that.
creation.
And
I
shot
think
But
that's
I
the
do
main issue.
think players like uh they still got
that
who they shooting guard?
it would have to be Mikal Bridges or Cam Thomas or what's it called DSJ or Lonnie Walker or Spencer Dinwiddie.
They do got Lonnie, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I in transition, I do like Lonnie in transition. I do like his play his play style. I really like Lonnie. Uh the thing is with them is they got very good. I think the draft picks that they got are very solid. They're they're a team that's gonna be very defensive slanted for like the next 5 years or next 3 years, should I say? Uh, just because they draft pick, just because they're young core, they are a very young team, and I think they're gonna continue being like a top six, 6 to 7 seed for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I think that they're essentially a lock in when it comes to the playing. I actually think they have an argument to actually push past. I think they have the argument to be a fifth seed, to be honest with you, depending on how great Ben Simmons, the underratedness
Yeah,
of
his actual
DSJ.
his comeback.
DSJ.
DSJ as well as underrated season as well.
Is
And
he even
Mikal
better,
Bridges.
better than Dakari Whitehead?
But I think Mikal
I
Bridges
don't know.
is
I like how Simmons ignored that.
like why would you even say that? But
No.
DSJ's hello?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so DSJ's underrated season because if you know, since most people were paying attention, DSJ had a good defensive season last year in Charlotte. He was actually a good guard defender
Yeah,
last season. So although he still hasn't figured out that 3-point shooting, Jesus Christ, last season he shot 21% on 2 attempts. He has not figured that out yet. But as a guard defender and as a distributor, he's good enough to actually be like a starting level guard. I wouldn't even say no, not starting. I'd say a backup guard. But I see him actually blossoming into
I think
now
he could be a
becoming.
starter
I don't think so. I
on
don't think
some
so.
teams.
On some teams, but I'm seeing no, but like on this team, I'm hoping for him to get better as like a slasher or like some type of consistent offense so he can actually start. Because really and truly, I'm trying to look at this team and them having like DSJ, Mikael Bridges, and then they have like a small forward, and then Ben Simmons, and then they have Nick Claxton. That is such a hell on off defense to deal with. Think
Yeah.
about that defense. But that's why
Yeah.
I'm asking DSJ to become a better scorer, because on this team, you need to remember Ben Simmons is going to play a lot of minutes. If DSJ cannot space the floor, how is he going to get minutes on the starting lineup?
They're probably gonna. If the thing is with
Starting.
that,
Remember, I said starting
yeah, I
lineup.
get what you're saying.
Okay. Because I know what you're going to say, but carry
Yeah,
on.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because what he was originally going to say, guys, is going to say, well, I unintentionally 23-0 Dev. I hope you wasn't trying, because I don't want down your resume, Gango.
I know it was.
Say Dre, you're still playing Gango. But yeah, damn, my brain just froze. Jesus Christ. What was I trying to say? Oh, yeah. So what he was originally going to actually say, he was gonna say, well, they could stagger the minutes with DSJ and Ben Simmons so that they both are on the same floor, same floor, so that the spacing isn't that bad. But really and truly, that's still I think that still isn't really going to change much, because at the end of the day, I said starting, meaning they can't play with both of them on the floor
Yeah,
because the spacing will be just too
yeah,
horrible, and
yeah. I get what you're saying.
you're essentially expecting Mikael Bridges to be the main floor space on that team. And I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, he's not that good enough as a 3-point shooter. So he's not Steph Curry. So that's not going to be able to be you know
Yeah,
Oh,
good
I
enough.
wanted to say this about the Nets.
Yeah.
I'm not as high on the Nets as you guys. I
Wow.
don't think there'll be a lock to. I think they're more of a playing team this year because
Wow.
it's especially like I think if Miami can still be better than him, surely due to the fact I think they have more star power, even though they're the Nets is an exciting young team. I just like I have questions about. I don't see this like all-star leap from Mikael Bridges.
yeah.
I don't
I don't
see.
see it either. But the thing is, with their team as a base
Yeah,
and
it's too
their
good.
defense,
Mhm.
are like it's there. Like I get that you don't see the leap between like the Michael leap. I
Mhm.
don't I don't see the
I do.
superstar leap. I
I don't
don't.
see the superstar leap either, but
But
I see him all NBA level. Okay.
I see the defense being there. I see a very good transition team. The Heat could be better in the playoffs. I'm
Yeah,
not saying they not a better team. But
I think the Heat have a
as in
better.
regular season team, I think the Nets got it. I think the Nets, as these teams don't know how to really recognize how to keep the Nets out of games, as they are a very young team and they got very good pieces to throw at it, throw at any team, defensively and offensively. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
said,
fair.
you got Lonnie Walker, which is a very good transition player, which is a very, I think he's very good. I like the way he played. You got Michael that he could create his own shot every now and then, which I
That's
don't.
what I think he's going to get to. I think he's going to get um
Then you got Ben starting in a forward, starting and being a break starter if you want him to be, or he could be a very good facilitator in the half court, which I do think he could be. Uh, that's why I think that they could be better than the Heat in a regular.
Also, I guess for me, like I said with Ben Simmons, we had to wait and see. Like with Zeno, there's
mhm.
a reason
Yeah,
why he
yeah,
forgot about him. Dorian Face, Smith Dinwiddie, I think he's more of a 6 man. Like he's a good player, but I don't see him as
he's
a
a
lead
very good
guard or
shot
a
creator.
playmaker.
I like
He is
him as a
good.
shot creator.
Yeah, he is a
Who?
good shot creator. Cam Thomas, he's a spark plug, but I just think this
Wait,
team
wait,
is
wait, wait. Who's the shot creator? Do you guys say?
Dinwiddie. She's a shot
Dinwiddie.
creator. He's not an elite shot creator, but he can shot create himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Really
think
And
good,
he,
really good shot creator is crazy to me. But carry on.
as a
I just
role
think
player, he is like as
Miami.
a
Okay,
role player.
okay, for a role player, fair
Yeah,
enough. Yeah, if you put
I
that
think
caveat, I agree with you.
because here's the thing, Brooklyn they kind of tail off at the end of the season. I think with Brooklyn they can start off good, but also I think they'll get back down to earth. I can see them starting off on like 7-2 or like 15-12, but then they start to like go 500, get in a like in a. I feel like they'll be teetering. So like you can see them in a between the fifth, sixth seed, but I won't be surprised if they'll be in the playing. I'm more big them being a playing than being a lock in playoff team.
I don't see the only reason why I say I don't see a lot of teams being better than them. The Hawks can be, the Heat can be, the Knicks. Other than like them teams, I don't see
Yeah,
the
the teams.
Pacers. I'm iffy on
No,
Pacers. I'm iffy on. I need to
here's
see a
the thing.
little bit more of the Pacers. Uh, since they got Bruce Brown, I do need to see a little bit more. In the Magic, I really like the Magic. Their young squad. That's just about it.
No, here's the thing: the teams below them, I can see them being better than like the teams below them that aren't ranked yet. Then I'm not debating that at all, and maybe like and they can be better than them, and like or the Pacers could be better than them. I just think they have more star power. Like I know it's the regular season and it doesn't really matter that much. I'm just leaning more towards like the Heat to be better than them because they do have Bam and Jimmy. That
Yeah, I
system
think they're
and the role players
better
be more star
for
power.
sure. I think they're better. Like as Jimmy Butler, but as in regular season, I don't see a lot of teams keying in on the Nets and what's the how they work. We moving on to the Heat.
Before, yeah, I just wanna say, me personally, I think Mikal Bridges can make that All NBA level. Me, what? We all know Brooklyn go be 10 to 12. I don't believe that. I actually have faith in Brooklyn to become like a. I think they can actually look for a sixth seed, depending on the how, like I already said earlier, the Ben Simmons, how good he's gonna be, the DSJ leap that could happen. Now that he has more confidence as a player, and that last season he's been a good defensive player. So really, what he needs to do right now is just work on his offense, whether it's attacking the rim, getting some consistent jumper. I think that's what DSJ needs to do. Ben Simmons, we already talked about that. And then I think the growth of Nick Claxton's offensive game, because quiet as kept, he's actually been slowly like getting better as like not a shot creator, but like attacking the rim at when the ball in his hand. So I'm actually wondering. I don't know. I know y'all niggas don't got this Brooklyn sorry ass over the Heat. Wait a minute, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. What do you guys think? Because
I think he are better in Brooklyn.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. I actually think, I'm not gonna lie to you though, Gabe. When it comes to these three teams, I think all three of them is quite interchangeable. Where they're gonna end up. I think that these three teams are around the same place. So I really don't have much issues where they're placed. Um, but the next team that I was going to talk about is the Miami Heat. Well, Miami Heat really missed out on a lot of superstars that they try to swing for. So just to firstly check, see,
They got
they
RJ
missed
Hampton. What you mean?
superstar RJ Hampton. You're right. You're right. Um, they lost out in. They lost Gabe Vincent. They lost Matt Strus. Um, and those were two integral pieces to their finals run. I'm actually curious to what their guard lineup is going to be now that they don't have Gabe Vincent there. I'm guessing they're gonna start more Kyle Lowry, but if you've been watching him for the past few years, he's slowly starting to regress to the point where he really isn't a star level caliber guard anymore. He
Yeah,
really is
I
a
get what you're
bench
saying,
guard.
man.
He's a bench guard and really
But
shouldn't be
he's
starting.
really good though. I think he's still really good.
Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, I think he's still really good. I don't think he's ass. Like
Okay.
right now, I don't think he's ass.
All
I
right. Fair
think
enough.
he's a really good. floor setter that you could put in a situation that could either slow down the pace or he could
Dre
slow
said,
down the pace.
"Yeah, Dre, I'm out of there again. They want us to be hyped about RJ Hampton. Go Lakers is nasty."
Yeah, they got RD him.
Yeah. Oh damn, he just got nuked by his own internet. That's crazy. His internet said, "Nope, I don't
Yeah,
want you here." That's crazy.
it's crazy.
One sec, one sec. There you go. But what's good? What's good, Dre? You here? Okay, I guess he's not here. But back to what we was talking about.
Yo.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
good. You're good. What's good?
my B. I pressed the refresh button on my phone.
Mood type
I,
beat.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, they do got Jamie. I forgot how they say his name. Jamie. I do think he's gonna be a really good role player, especially in that system. Uh, Other than that, I don't see no
Jamie
improve.
Shaquez Jr.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't see no other improvement in
Other
other spaces.
than banking on maybe Nikola Jovic.
Yeah. They better bank that RJ Hampton become Damian Lillard or something. Other than that, I don't see nothing else.
I feel you. I feel you. Yo,
That nigga.
why is Gabe? Gabe?
How the game pop?
Gabe, you kind of want to change your shit, my guy. Can't
Yeah,
use.
what?
Yeah, there you go. But yeah,
My bad. I got my. Hold up. We're playing 2K, bro.
yeah. I'd rather you not show that. Thank you. Like,
What 2K?
yeah, while I'm streaming, man. Eastern
on, bro.
Standards
But Gabe,
traditions, dog.
as a Heat fan, who you think gonna like progress as a player?
As a Heat fan,
Yeah,
and who progressed as a player?
yeah.
I mean,
Like other than
hopefully.
like
I mean,
we know the rookie that y'all got. Session.
Rookies and then he
yeah.
changed.
Hopefully, Tyler Hero progresses as a player,
Does he know?
and
Does he know?
but I don't think he will
I
too
heard
much
I
Okay,
heard
to what
he
he
I
know.
already
heard
is.
today that like he's better than Tyrese Maxey. That's what I heard
He
today.
not. He not.
But
Thank you.
but
But
but to bank on that, I wouldn't defend it. I do think he's a I don't I don't see no much improvement on this game. I don't.
me
When I
neither.
watch
I'm not
Tyler,
gonna lie. I don't know like what else
I
he can
don't see
improve in.
much improvement on this game.
I mean,
Yo,
he can improve
Like
it.
other,
He can improve in like shot selection and shit, but like that's about it.
that's the only thing is his smartness on like when he should shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Uh, and Jamie, I think Jamie gonna be a really good player to y'all system.
Jaime,
I
dog.
mean, Jaime,
Jaime.
Let's say
Nah,
Jaime or say Jaime.
that's how you said.
Let's say Jaime.
Jaime. All right. I knew it wasn't Jamie, but other than him coming into your system, which I do think gonna be a really good fit, uh, I don't see y'all
He cool. We got Josh
improving.
Richardson too.
Who?
That's about it.
Josh
Josh Richardson.
Richardson in
All right,
Listen, man.
2023.
all right.
He
He a high role player.
Yeah, alright. Yeah,
I think y'all could probably revive him. I guess, but
Yeah, alright.
but like other than him and
I-
RJ Hampton, I don't.
That's it. RJ Hampton. They want us to be hyped about RJ Hampton.
Yo, dude, he said that's it.
That's it.
I'm not gonna lie
We
to
got
you.
Thomas Bryant. We got Thomas Bryant.
Hey,
Y'all, I'm not
offensive.
gonna lie. Y'all better start him and put him at Bam in the rotation.
Please. Even though Bama is going to cry because Thomas Bryant doesn't give
Him
him
as a
any
forward.
protection.
I'd rather Bam as a forward than the center.
Me too. I've been saying it for like 3 years now that Bam got to play power
But
forward.
they don't got no good like centers.
Nah, they don't.
There's no
we had
real
we
centers.
had Dwayne Dedman, and now we got Cody Zeller. No, he's not on the team no more. But we had Cody Zeller. We don't.
But you need like a spacing 5 really for Bam to thrive, and that's not really in the league outside of Brook
What
Lopez.
you mean? You ain't see Thomas Bryant was shooting?
Yes, I'm talking about defense too.
What you mean?
Him or I forgot. They need to try and trade for what's his name? The one in Indiana.
Miles Turner?
Yes. Turner.
That's
the only person I think
I like that. I like that only because he provides run protection and
3-point shooting, which would then allow Bam to really
very good run protection.
Exactly, which would allow Bam to now play the 4 and not worry about not being a 3-point shooter and on offense, and while allowing him to do what makes him so great as a defensive player, which is being that versatile swing, switching wing, which allows him to guard 1 through 4 at elite levels, essentially.
Yeah, I see that. But Mr. Heat.
Mr. Heat.
What?
Like, let's be serious, bro. As teams go by on this list, what teams do you think y'all are better than?
That are left?
Yeah,
The Bulls, the Magic, the Hornets, the Pistons, the Raptors. Yeah, we're better than all the teams y'all have left up there.
What about on the actual list?
I think we could beat in a playoff setting if we were to play them. We could beat the Hawks. We could beat the Nets. And we could beat the Knicks. That's it. Like comfortably. Not comfortably, but like I'm not like scared saying that.
Why not the Cavs? Because I think you can.
They got way too much size for us. Like too much.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. I do think they took Jimmy out the game. Like,
no, I'm actually thinking. Look, the reason why I was gonna think more for their offense, the Cavs, because I think Jimmy would be able to clamp down on either Darius Garland or not like
Donovan.
Make Donovan, and not like I'm not saying that they will all be like horrible series, but I think definitely on Darius Garland it will be a horrible series for him if Jimmy is deployed to be on him.
Darius cooking that fraud.
Oh, I don't think so. But even if they slow down D Mitch, I think that could be enough for the Miami to win. And I just think also Spoelstra is just the better coach, which that's another thing that kind of adds on another like layer onto that point. But maybe that's
what you think about that, Dad?
Oh, this Doug is not here too. Nice.
Da Vinci. Not too much on Da Vinci now.
Not too much on Da Vinci now.
Too much on Da Vinci.
Bro, this nigga, he definitely in the chat too.
All right. But yo, at the end of so that's my opinion on that. The next one is the Indiana Pacers. So where do you think they're gonna be?
Right behind Nets.
Oh, I don't have this.
I think right behind the Nets. I think they're better than the Bulls, which I am high on the Bulls. Just because Zach Levine, but
do they know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? Does he know? Anyways, Karen.
I think he knows.
But other than that,
Thug is here. How you doing, Thug?
Oh, let's go.
Wayne.
Yeah, we can all agree we just woke up from a nap, though, right?
We. This Thug.
He wake up, start chatting about basketball.
Thug was late an hour and a half. That's crazy.
Black people
What's
like to
the? I'm not
everything.
gonna lie. What's the rankings? First, second to fourth, fifth
No,
through
no, it's
eighth,
just
ninth through 11th.
this is regular
Seeding.
season. Regular
What the?
season.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting the Pacers above the Nets.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know
I
you're high
I
up.
can
I know you're
see
low
it.
on them.
I can see it,
I
but
think that the Nets can really go from 9 to like
Mm.
6 to 7. No, wait, fifth. Yeah, sixth. I think they really can.
Yeah, Nets better than the Pacers for sure.
Thank you.
No cappy.
They suck, bro.
Thank you.
Hmm?
I'm
Does he
extremely low on the Brooklyn Nets.
Ben Simmons
show?
going back to his prime. Mikal Bridges.
All right.
Does he?
all
Does
right,
he know?
bro.
Does he know? Does he know? Does he know?
What?
Does he know? Does he know?
I
How
do
is
think
that?
Ben
Does he
will be a
know?
good. I think he's gonna have his comeback season. Most improved Ben Simmons.
Did you just say this is coming from the
I've
same
been
nigga
saying
that
that
just
for the last 3
he pulled
years.
up? He pulled up to saying Ben Simmons is going to be in his prime.
Yeah, but this
And
the
then
first
we
time.
said,
This is the
what?
first time he's been fully healthy
Dab.
since he was
Yo.
hurt.
You think
And
that he's better
everybody
than
and
y'all?
everybody in the
Whoa,
Nets,
whoa, what do you
literally
mean?
everyone who's been involved with the Nets been saying Ben Simmons is looking like normal again.
If Ben Simmons does look like a normal, then it'll change my perspective.
Nah,
Then-
Dab.
Pace is going to be better than the Nets, the Hawks, and
They
Nets.
gotta show me,
Does-
man.
Does he know?
Dab,
Does
you
he know?
think
Does
the-
he know?
You think that
Does
he
he know?
better
Does
than
he know?
y'all?
Does he know? Does he know? B Zing, I'm sorry, you're chatting, my boy.
Devin, knowing me is crazy.
But I don't
All
think
right,
it is.
Da Vinci. All right, Da Vinci. We're gonna move on.
Now we can move on. We can move on. We can move on.
We
All
all know
right,
the Magic is
move
better
to the
than both
West,
the Nets and the
stupid bitch.
Pacers, though. Fact, bro. Nobody
Bro,
cares
we
about
don't
the
want to
rest of
talk
these
about the
teams. Look,
Lakers for
put the
an hour
Magic,
and
put the
30,
Magic
bro.
in front
I
of
wanna
the,
talk
put the
about the
Magic in
Lakers.
front of the Nets. Put the Bulls in between the Nets and the Pacers,
Nah,
and
I
then put
think the
everybody
Bulls.
else on 12
I
and
think the Bulls
15.
gonna be bad this year. I'm not gonna lie.
And then so our opinion. I guess we just don't want to talk about these teams, right?
That's a waste of time. I'm not gonna lie.
I like talking
I
about the
want to talk about
Magic.
the Wizards.
I like
Wait,
talking
at
about
least
the
at
Magic.
least
No,
at
we
least for the clip, not a clip, but at least for me.
Look,
Where do
put
you
the
guys
Magic,
put these?
put the Magic in front of the Nets.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
Not doing that.
Yes.
But we're not
What?
doing that. Not
Don't let me
doing
get
that.
big storm on y'all. Don't
I-
let me get big storm on y'all.
Hold on. Put the Pistons in front of the Hornets.
Pistons.
What?
What?
Huh?
I'm
Okay, so
sipping
we're
on-
all
I'm
chatting.
sipping
So
on
we're
the
all
Kool-Aid.
chatting.
I'm sipping on the Kool-Aid this season.
So we're all chatting.
Sure.
Okay, so
The
I'm
Magic
first-
not better than the Hornets either.
So first and foremost,
I'm sipping on the
the
Kool-Aid,
Wizards.
bro.
The Wizards are gonna be last.
Nah,
The
keep the Raptors right there. Keep the Raptors right there.
The Pistons are gonna be.
What you mean they got dick?
What you mean?
Nah,
What?
It's not big enough. It's not big enough to
How
win.
does bro actually say that with straight face too? That's
That's
crazy.
his name.
I don't think it's gonna be big enough to help
No,
them
what you
win.
mean?
So
What?
not his name?
What? No. Relax. Relax.
Is that not his name? His name ain't Dick.
It's me.
That ain't dick?
Dick is pretty good on D too. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, bro.
And he can shoot that thing. But we're not gonna talk about it.
Get me out of here, bro. What is wrong with my feet?
Alright.
These
I was
people,
high
dog?
on dick coming in the
High.
draft.
High on
Facts,
dick. Okay, can we move on? All right. So the Wizards are gonna be the last. I think we all kind of understand that. Then the Raptors.
Okay.
Raptors have really no direction right now, other than Vision 6'9".
Spain, they got Dennis Schroeder.
Other than
Germany
Vision,
MVP. That's the best player in the world.
outside of Vision 6'9", which isn't really working out for them. Detroit Pistons, they're going to be better than last season, but it's not going to amount to much more. Cade is going to have one more belt under his tenure in the league, while also Jaden Ivey is going to have one more year on his tenure in the league. I'm actually also interested in how good what's his name? What's the center? What's the center?
Jalen Duran.
Mark Williams.
Jalen Duran is going
Oh,
to
you're
be
talking
this
about the
season.
Detroit Pistons still.
Yeah. Jalen Duran's defense.
You trying to
is gonna
save
be
and download?
curious. And then also
Is that Charles Barkley?
Asaz Thompson's actually going to be interesting to watch as well. Charlotte Hornet.
No way, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually kind of higher, but I'm just going to leave them here.
They could be better than Pacers.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not as high on the Pacers as you guys are, but anyways,
I'm not either.
The Charlotte Hornets is going to be here. I'm pretty sure it's actually 16 teams.
Oh yeah, Buddy Hield is about to.
Obi Toppin and Bruce Brown are moving me.
12, 13,
Bruce Brown
14.
is.
But y'all think
Obi
Buddy
is
Hield will
too.
be on a move? Y'all think Buddy Hield will be on a move this year in the trade market potentially?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. But before the another year of progression for LaMelo Ball, Kai Jones is going to try Kai Jones, and they have a new center on their team as well. Forgot his name. Can anyone remind me?
Mark Williams.
Mark Williams too.
Yeah, you
Yes.
I
said
just
one
said his
more.
He's
name.
gonna have. So he's gonna actually have actual potential bigs to really work with. And I'm actually curious to see how that's gonna work. That
Mark
big.
Williams was there last year.
Internet.
No, I mean
Yeah, he was
like
rookie last year.
yes, but it was a rookie. I'm seeing like next season they're gonna have one more year under the belt. I want to see how their
27 days
progression
and 27 nights is coming back this year too.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy.
That's why. That's another reason why they're gonna be better than the Pacers.
That's the other thing.
When they
Miles
said they-
Bitches is going to be really good this season as well. Not really good season because he's been out for a year, but I'm actually curious how he's going to come back to the to the league really, because he was actually progressing into
How many games
progressing.
he gonna miss this year? Like 25?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Suspension, but he gonna come back throughout the season.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So then, yeah, I see them being around here then, and then the Bulls is gonna be here. We already know about the Bulls. They're gonna have great guard defense. They're gonna be ass everywhere else essentially. Yes, I know Vooch had a better defensive season than he has for a while now. Yes, I do know that they have some type of defenders, but I'm low on the Bulls, so blow that shit up. Give me
Zach LaVine done. Zach LaVine never gonna be a 10 seed.
I don't. Does he know? Give me Patrick Williams. And anyways, let's move on. And then we have the Indiana Pacers. I do not believe in that fraud Tyrese Halliburton, but we can keep it moving.
That Obi Toppin and that Tyrese Halliburton.
Obi Toppin is gonna have a monster season this season. I can see it.
Hey, I heard that that's gonna be the new Steve Nash and the Mark Stoudemire duo, man.
I don't know about that.
Who told you that? Context
Who
matters.
Who you think?
About that?
Who you think?
Context matters. That's crazy. That is kind of crazy. Like, respect the Martin, respect Steve Nash.
Yeah, Texas.
Hey, man.
That is way more like Karl Malone than Jeez.
Right,
Karl Malone.
Hmm?
Oh wait, yeah,
Right,
yeah. Yeah, who's that? My fault. I'm tripping.
Respect Obi Toppin.
I'm tripping.
Obi Toppin is horrible, bro.
No,
he can
he
space
called
the
him.
floor, dunk the ball.
No, he called him Malone.
That's Amari Stoudemire.
No, Khalil, he called him Malone.
That's Amari Stoudemire.
Sorry. So he's more like number 32 on the.
There you go.
There you go. Number 32. My fault. So that, and also last season, what's his name? What's the big's name?
John Collins clone.
What was the big's name? The big's name again? It was
Nathan? Talking about Miles Turner?
Yeah,
Nate
Miles
Smith
Turner had
crazy.
Wow. Miles Turner had his best season, in my opinion, that season, because he was a really good rim protector while actually spacing the floor at a good enough level. He was 4 attempts, 37%. That was actually his best shooting season with volume. Because if you when you take out the 18-19 season, because he shot 38% there on 2.6 attempts. But yeah. And then last but not least, we talk about one sec. We talk about the Magic. So what's your opinions on the Magic, guys?
They're cool.
They're cool. I think they're a really good team. They're young players. I really hope. I said earlier. I really hope Jonathan Isaac have at least a decent, healthy season.
He gonna play 33 games.
Nah. My guy he got like 55 in him. He got 55 in the season. I really, like I said, I really like Jonathan Isaac. Markel, we already know people are very high on Markel coming in. People got him as the most improved.
Who's
Because they don't know about that dude. They don't
Like
know about number
Vincent is not
15
right there.
on the purple and gold.
They don't know about.
Right there.
They don't know about that dude in San Antonio.
The dude
Anyway,
in San
move on.
Antonio.
Ooh.
Move on. Move on,
Someone
move
still
All
on.
right, bro.
Trey
Stealing my take
Jones.
is crazy. Stealing my take is crazy.
But
Who's man take?
like since
Man, G.
I'm gonna take
Man,
on
take.
more.
Hey
I'm
man,
gonna-
I've been on a robbery spree.
All right, let's move on. So to what I was saying earlier, to talk about more about what he was saying, which is the guards. One of the biggest issues with this team actually is the shooting from the guards. Because really and truly, none of the guards there are consistent shooters. Um, and just to make sure I'm talking about I'm not talking shit when I say that. Markel Fultz is not a shooter. Cole Anthony is not really a
What you
shooter,
mean?
like
They
a
got
real
Cole
no,
Anthony.
not really a spacer. No, because he only shot 3 threes that season, and he only shot 36%.
Nah, nah,
Like
nah.
that's someone.
Mm.
That's not someone that you're actually afraid of shooting threes.
What you
It's
mean?
not that much.
Anthony
That's
Black
not
right there.
no Anthony. Nigga, damn. Oh my god, we ain't talking about him. Jalen Suggs is also broke from free as well. The only one I actually think is gonna be consistent is Gary Harris, but like, okay, Gary Harris is the only one really.
I do
So
think they might see what's up with him and probably get him to a contender.
mhm.
So I think that shooting might be, cooked. But Anthony Black, he coming in. I'm very tempted to see what they're gonna do with Anthony Black. Uh, I'm not sure what they will do. I don't know they sets like that. Don't really watch the Magic, but this year I'm gonna tune into the Magic this year. I gotta see what they how they lineups roll.
I'm trying to my biggest like anticipation is watching Paulo and Franz Wagner and what their growth is. I think Wagner is like I think we stopped sleeping on Wagner, but I'm actually curious to see how much he progresses in his game because he's already shown that he's a good playmaker. He's already shown that he's good off ball because of how good he's cuts to the rim and all of that type of stuff. I'm actually very curious on how good Franz Wagner can become. Wendell Carter, although not much people really talk about him, he's slowly progressing and getting better as a player in general.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a really good center.
exactly. So I'm actually curious his progression as well.
What's wrong
So
with all these Bulls players go to other teams and play? I'm confused.
because that's called escape bad franchise. But anyways, before we even talk about that, I made another tier list about the Eastern Conference, and it's to do with actually the playoffs. So let's talk. Wait, Jarris Walker gonna start what y'all talking about? Jarris Walker is on what team? Anyone know?
He's on the Pacers, I
Talking
think.
He's
about
on the
Pacers.
Pacers. He's on the
Ah,
Pacers.
nasty.
Yeah, what you think
Um,
about the Magic?
Who?
The Magic.
I think the Magic are going to be one of the better defensive teams in the NBA. I think they lack a lot of three-point shooting and efficient scoring, unless they want Franz to take a major leap as an on-ball scorer next year. And then Paulo's showing really good defensive flashes for Team USA with his versatility. So that front court defensively of Franz, Paulo, and Wendell with a backcourt defense of even like Markel or Suggs sometimes could give
And Anthony
offensive
Black
teams
too.
Just left out my
a lot of
guy, bro.
havoc. But for them, I see their ceiling probably as like a 6, 7 seed, and their floor probably as like a 10, 11. But
all right.
You left out my guy. I don't like that game.
Anthony, you look at Anthony. You talking about Anthony Blackman?
No,
Anthony Black's
Anthony
not a
nigga.
better defender than Fultz or Suggs, so there's no point.
cool. No, I ain't talking about no Anthony, bro. Come on, Jonathan.
Oh,
You gotta
Isaac
stay
is just
healthy.
I don't know, bro. You gotta stay healthy, bro.
Yeah, Jonathan, man. But all right. Let me just move out some of these teams. Let's keep it real. The Hornets, the Wizards. Where's the other team? I'm trying to look for the Pistons. Yeah, all of these are buns. They ain't making anywhere. Where's the other one? The Bulls
Raptors
buns.
right there.
Oh yeah.
Respect Cade and
Okay.
Ivy duo.
Hold on, casual. I had to beef with you,
There's
man.
there's no way this Dirk
Mm,
came off
Hold on.
mute
cook 'em.
just to say that they're gonna be in the play-in. Relax.
I had to
Let's
beef
go.
you. I had to beef with you, casual.
You got beef with me.
Yeah.
Well, join the club because Gabe got beef with me too.
Why the
Or beef with you?
why the Celtics number 1 seed, man?
Why the who?
I'm playing. I'm trying to troll you, but I don't have no beef with you.
No. Wait, why? Who?
I don't got no beef with you. I was just playing.
Oh, I was about to say.
Da Vinci, you got beef with them? Say it. Why you got the Celtics #1? Huh?
Man, because the Celtics got a complete team, man. Like,
Cook,
come on,
cook.
bro. Look,
Bro had
what
the
about
beef.
you?
Heard reason as that cook.
Mm.
I'm crying.
Wait, I do
Might
have
as
a
Fuck with a
well
question.
better
put
conference.
Let's put this up now.
I
So
do
the
have
Eric
a que-
Celtics.
Gordon
I do have
Mitchell.
a question to you for the whole panel. In
What?
your opinion, between Tatum, Dame, and Giannis, who you think has like the most pressure in y'all opinion?
We don't care about what tickets
Damian
people
Lillard.
expect.
I know, but
Dame,
It would
Dame,
have to,
1000%.
it would have to be Dame because Dame literally forced his way out of his situation to come to another team, and if he doesn't win or produce in the next 2-3 seasons, then what's that going to say about Dame? But anyways,
That I was just about to say is Dame because Giannis and Tatum like recently have performed very very well in the postseason, whereas Dame has yet to provide evidence that he is nothing more than a first round merchant.
he
You
still
might
is.
as well take pretenders out. You might as well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But
honestly,
so
I think all the rest of the teams are pretenders. Really,
All right, Buckley.
Oh wow,
okay,
I
so
mean
the
playoffs. I mean,
Celtics, the Celtics and the Bucks are the favorites.
Favorites.
That's kind of obvious. You know, the Celtics and the Bucks are just talent wise far and clear above everybody else.
I think
I'm gonna
pretenders.
put
Nah, a tier
Pretenders.
below. Put that
huh?
tier
Yeah, I think
below.
everybody else. I think everybody else in playoff. I think everybody
Nah,
else in playoff.
put that Sixers team a tier below.
Yeah, they're
One
pretenders.
tier.
They're pretenders.
I
Yeah,
was just
yeah,
about to
yeah.
say
Right
the
there, right
Sixers
there.
are pretenders.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there, right
I
Everybody.
refuse. I refuse to list. I refuse to allow
Everybody
that to
else is
happen.
pretend. Everybody else is playoff and play
I
in.
don't host, bro. Put
I
them bitches
refuse.
in pretenders, yo.
Nope. I sorry.
I
I
don't
will.
host,
I will
bro.
be.
Man,
I will be an L
What you
host.
mean?
that's
They're
a second round
pretenders.
exit team right there.
I will be an. I will
Put your
be an L
pride,
host
put your
this
pride to
one.
the
That's a
side,
Nope,
second
won't
round
happen.
exit team.
Play
That
in.
won't. That won't happen.
Okay, bro.
The pretenders are. I think. Not gonna lie to you.
None of these teams are pretenders in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, no,
None
yes,
of
they
these
do.
teams,
Yes,
none of
they are.
these
Yes,
teams,
they are.
none
Yes,
of
they are.
these
Yes,
The
they are.
teams.
Stop,
Sixers
stop,
are
stop. They're
right
hard.
there.
The
Oh,
Yeah,
Sixers,
the
the
but none of
Knicks,
these,
Sixers.
the Sixers, the
yeah, none of
Knicks,
these teams move
and
until
the
none of these teams move
and
until
the
the
No,
76ers go to the
yeah,
pretender.
yeah. I think the Knicks need to be in playoffs. I think everybody else are in playoff. Like generally, I think all these teams are playoff and
No,
playing.
because pretenders are usually teams that are like top 3 seeds and look like
the
they've dominance.
Sound like the
76ers.
Yeah, the
76ers.
Dominance,
Sixers.
Sound like the
dominance,
Yeah.
but then
76ers.
Sixers are
whoa,
right
wait,
there.
whoa, I don't see any pretenders. That's crazy.
That's
Oh,
why I said
Anyways,
take it out the first time. Man.
the playoffs are gonna be the Cavs, Knicks. Do you have any other teams?
So
I wouldn't put the Knicks.
no, put the Nets in the
no, the
play-in.
Nets
Put
are
the Nets
Yeah,
in the
put.
definitely in.
play-in, bro.
You could put them down low. You could put them one more.
We all agree that Philly's a pretender, right?
No,
I think the Nets can be a playoff team.
Nah, I think
Come
they're
on,
playing.
bro.
I think they're playing.
Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Put the
We
Bulls in
putting this
buns.
Put the
buns.
Bulls in the bums.
That's what we have, right?
I
Yeah.
think the Magic.
I
Wait, you think the Magic
guess.
are going to be playing this year?
Huh?
You think the Magic going to be playing this year?
The 10th seed they can sneak in as the 10th seed. I mean, we have it on the other one is gonna be the 10th seed. So yeah, they're gonna sneak in as the 10th seed.
Over the Raptors and the Bulls.
Yeah, the Raptors are cooked.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my fault. I just realized we kind of can't do that. We kind of have to do the exact same. So the
Why are we in contenders? Oh,
no, relax. You need to take a breather. Damn, should have moved them shits up. Damn.
Gabe just
Damn.
want. I'm telling y'all, Gabe just
I'm
got
mad.
beef with everybody. He just want. He trying to be on
Yeah,
10.
he's trying to create smoke. I swear to God.
Thanks.
because you didn't
Then
want to
he
put the
said
Sixers in
we.
pretenders.
Then
Yeah,
he said
My
I
we.
bad. It's a bad habit. I live here.
I
No,
live
no,
here.
no. Come on, we.
It's a bad habit, Dre. My bad. Go Lakers. Woo!
Bro said
Lakers.
respect to
Respect
Patrick Beverly's
Patrick.
impact.
Nah, I'm good.
Get him out of here. Miles Bridges
Yeah, I ain't
is
gonna
going
lie
to
to you. I
carry.
think
I'm sick. These ain't trolling, dog.
I'm not. Magic being in the play-in. Why is that? I sort of skipped that. Why is
Um,
that?
They're gonna be one of the better defensive teams.
Paulo Bonchero's growth,
Franz
Franz
Wagner.
Wagner's growth, the fact that pretty much everyone on that team is liable for a breakout season. If you sit down and really think about it, everyone on that team, especially the younger players, are liable for a breakout season, and everyone on that team should be progressing. Wendell is going to progress. Paolo Ponchero had one of the better rookie seasons that we've seen, and he's going to progress from that point. Even if he had a sophomore slump, fair enough. He has so many other talent on this team that's going to progress. Franz Wagner isn't going to stagnate where he is at this point of time. Then you have Markel Fultz, which a lot of people are thinking going to actually progress and maybe be a what would they call it for most improved? So I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of players that could actually progress on the Magic that could actually be that. So that's the reasoning. I guess we're not gonna do only Eastern standing prediction.
I don't know why you couldn't say the same for Toronto being like an elite defense.
Show
Scotty Barnes.
What? Elite
And then
defense.
Scotty Barnes have no. I'm saying then Scotty Barnes developing
Elite defense.
Toronto
defense. Elite defense.
Pascal, Scotty Barnes.
Oh,
my guy,
you think Pascal's gonna stay? Interesting.
I don't think my guy Zach LaVine is done.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with it.
I think you need like a face of Zach LaVine and put him in like contender, but like put the Bulls at like bum. Like that makes more sense.
Why did we back out?
Okay, well, yeah. If you think Pascal's leaving, then yeah, okay, I got you.
I think he's leaving after next season. I don't think he's getting traded this season.
If he doesn't leave this season, then
they need to get rid of him.
I think Toronto got enough talent to squeak into like a 10th seed. But if he leaves at the trade deadline, I'm with you.
They need to get rid. They have no identity right now.
But even still, like, why Chicago's out of it?
Because
injuries.
Because they're third. I don't believe in the Bulls. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't believe in the Bulls to make. I don't believe in the Bulls to make the playoffs, but to make the play-in. Like,
sorry, I don't believe in that team.
They literally built this team for purgatory. Like, come on, man, give them respect. This is a purgatory team.
Respect for what?
Respect.
No, the Bulls.
Why would I respect the Bulls?
They could squeak into. I'm saying, give the Bulls purgatory respect.
The Bulls better than the
They
Pacers.
literally are built to make the 10th seed and fight for playoffs for play-in position. They're literally built for that.
They can't be in the play-in because
that's what I'm saying.
They still got star level players. They still got Zach and DeMar. I know people like the stretch of DeMar. They can win regular season games. And also, is Lonzo coming back this season or no?
No,
he's expected to come like in the later part of the season.
Answer to that.
All right.
Well, he's expected to come the later part of the season, but you know what's going to happen. He's
gonna
switch to the West. Actually, I'll do something else. This is gonna be the ending of Full Court Press episode 6.
You could have came.
Thank you all for coming through, and yeah, as Kilo said, thank you fans. Catch you later. Of course, this Doug turns the screen on. Of course. All right, take care.
Whoa, it dragged me.
Are we still live?
No way, this nigga's Zeno. This nigga's Zeno.
Are we still live?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're still alive.
I hate this.
Yo, Zeno.
Let's not talk about